Hey everyone, so today I'm going to talk through some selfish reasons to be more sustainable. So, I guess I often get asked, or people say things like, what's the point in being more sustainable? You're not going to have any impact on your own. Your choices are not really going to influence anything, so there's no point in trying. So, this video is intended to be a bit of a rebuttal against that and a recognition that there are some quite selfish reasons to be more sustainable. So here it goes. So selfish reason number one to be more sustainable is you save money. Consumption is generally unsustainable and to consume costs money. So if you consume less, you spend less money. It's as simple as that. And you often find that quite a lot of the things you were consuming or spending money on, you might not actually need to spend that money. Another kind of point linked to this is if you look at options to be more energy efficient or just find ways to better use your resources, that can also save money over time. So reason number one is to ultimately save yourself some cash. So reason number two is reducing personal risks. So unsustainable habits might be detrimental to your health, and these habits might have really volatile or even rising costs. So if you're able to take those unsustainable habits out of your life, you'll generally experience much better health, and you'll be better able to cope with any price changes that kind of happen related to that habit. So an example I can think of is smoking, where the price of cigarettes has gone up I know a huge amount over my lifetime, and also smoking an unsustainable habit because it damages your health over the long term and leads to higher risk of cancer. So I would definitely move to a more sustainable habit and reap the benefits of not being vulnerable to cigarette price hikes and also not be vulnerable to lung cancer. Reason number three is that being more sustainable might improve your personal image, the way others perceive you. So you might, people that generally are more eco-conscious tend to be, thinking of others more, be more friendly, be able to better participate in communities. So you might enjoy some kind of personal brand enhancement if you tend to act and be more sustainable. I guess on the flip side, if you say things that are slightly unsustainable or maybe behind the times, then you're at risk of being cancelled. So things like denying climate change, for example. The fourth reason, selfish reason to be more sustainable, is you get access to some cool, innovative, cutting edge products. So obviously the goal overall is to bring consumption down, but I can think of like examples of where the most up-to-date, avant-garde fashion houses are putting out things that are sustainability themed or using sustainable material, and quite often these are seen as quite cool things to have, and so it gives you access to these sustainable brands and cutting edge products if you use sustainability as one of the filters for you to find the things that you need. By being more sustainable and becoming a sustainable individual and living what you preach, you might get access to better job opportunities. So by understanding sustainability principles, lots of businesses are trying to incorporate this into their existing businesses, so you might experience better job opportunities as a result of being more sustainable. Okay, the seventh reason, I think we're on number 7, to be more sustainable, or a selfish reason to be more sustainable, is it helps boost your creativity and problem solving capabilities. So basically, to find a solution to a problem and then make that solution sustainable, it's just an extra dimension to problem solving, and it's typically the one that often gets left off. So think of an example: we managed to solve the problem of transporting people through the air across the world. We didn't manage to do that in a sustainable way. It burns fuel, creates emissions, contributes to climate change. So we need to be more creative, and we need to come up with better ways to solve problems, to solve them sustainably. Solution number 8 is it can improve your health and well-being. So being more sustainable in general is about think about you in the long term, and a lot of sustainable habits are sustainable because they have a more positive impact on yourself and the others around you. So a selfish reason why you might want to be more sustainable is just for your own personal well-being and for those around you as well. Reason number 9 is that you can set a positive example through being more sustainable. So as you incorporate sustainability into your life and into your habits, you'll obviously start reaping the benefits of this, and your peers will come to you and family and whatever and say, hey, what are you doing? Like you look great, you seem healthy, you seem radiant. what's going on, and you can set taste in how you incorporated more sustainability orientated habits into your practices, and you can become a role model for them because they'll obviously start copying you once they see how it's benefiting you. Selfish reason number 10 why you might want to be more sustainable is it enables you to grow consistently over a long period of time. So if you engage in sustainable growth practices, then that will mean that you can continue to grow over a long period of time. You don't just blow up and typically quit, or you don't spend your whole time injured, or whatever. So that can lead to just greater performance. So think about the great sports stars that are out there that have had really long careers, and I would say that is a great example of sustainable performance. So sustainable practices can really help you grow and develop and reach incredible heights of whatever you're trying to achieve. And that's because if you continue to do something over the long term, you get this compounding effect. So what you were doing becomes easier, and then you can push yourself harder and harder. And everyone knows with compounding, the longer time you get, the more the compounding effect kind of works its magic. So sustainable growth is key. Reason number 11 is taking advantage of opportunities. So lots of it's just about flowing with what governments and institutions are looking for you to do. They're trying to encourage this positive behaviour. So quite often lots of tax breaks, subsidies, whatever for these kinds of activities. So the classic example I can think of is the Cycle to Work scheme, where you get an interest-free, tax-free loan to buy a bicycle. Makes it a whole lot more attractive and fun as well. Reason number 12, so I'm actually going to go on to 14 reasons here, but reason number 12 is just reducing the clutter in your house. Tidy house, tidy mind, think Marie Kondo. But if you're more sustainable, you typically would have less stuff. And having less stuff is more sustainable, so you can actually experience a kind of freer life. And until you've done that, you don't really recognise the benefits of it, and I'm still trying to do that myself. Reason number 13 is enjoying cleaner living spaces. So, a selfish reason to be more sustainable is just, having clearer air to breathe, not having to deal with toxins in cleaning products, and, just generally having a nicer, safer environment. I think it's clear, from historical things like asbestos, lead paint, that there are products all around us which are unsustainable and contribute negatively to our health. So the more we advocate for sustainability and making sure that these products don't kind of get released with these harmful components, we can enjoy a much cleaner and safer living environment. And then there's reason number 14. So reason number 14, potentially one of my favourite reasons, and that's building personal resilience. So I love the idea of being self-sufficient, and selfishly that makes me really happy. If everyone was self-sufficient, that would be highly sustainable, because you wouldn't have to rely on external handouts, or if there's any kind of external shock, you'd be more resilient to those. So I think this is really important, selfish reason to be more sustainable. So some examples of this that I absolutely love. So whenever there's a tube strike, train strike, it doesn't particularly affect me because I can just ride my bike to work. So I love how that makes me very self-sufficient, very self-reliant, and these external shocks don't affect me. Another example is I got a hot bin recently, and that was because the council stopped picking up our food waste. So I enjoy kind of the fact that we don't have to rely on that system anymore. We've got our own in the house, and that's really satisfying. So they're my 14 reasons. I think I said 12 initially, but they're my 14 reasons why you might, if you're selfish, want to be more sustainable. I hope some resonated with you. You liked what you heard today, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've got any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And I guess I'll see you next time.